Okay, so we are here now after ETS round number 2 of season 18 has officially come to an early end. Scotty, it was a crazy weekend, wasn't it?
It was. It was crazy. Like we've only seen. I was trying to reflect in 18 years of doing this. I think we had one other trenchant at Hootie Arena. I think the one time we had just a crazy amount of rain and a lot of tough decisions to be made and things like that. So, yeah, it was a tough weekend, and it's a shame because this is such an amazing facility, such a great club. Yeah, it made for as I sit here off camera watching it rain on us here, it was a tough weekend for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to wrap up the whole weekend a little bit and talk about some of the decisions we made and the situations we faced. It all started with practice on Thursday, which was already a little bit affected by rain. Then we did not get all the runs in equal conditions. That was the start of our journey, I think.
It was the beginning. Thursday practice kind of had to stop and start and was kind of crazy. And then it led into weird seating conditions and stuff like that. So it's just made for the beginning of a crazy weekend. In the end, we did get a lot of running in. I want to thank all the ETS family. One thing we've changed through the years when the cards are stacked against us, like weather, is that we go to the 4-minute qualifiers and 4-minute races. You flash back 20 years, everything was 4 minutes. Now obviously it can be longer, but it's a big game changer when we do that because it allows us to get so much more in a short amount of time. We had 29 heats, so we saved 1 minute per race. That's a half-hour round. We're able to, save an hour and a half. It would have been 2 hours we saved by doing that, and that'll allow us right now to get in 3 rounds of qualifying. So that's a big positive when we're able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Friday was the best day we had. We had the plan to do all 4 rounds of qualifying on Friday with the shortened run time. And at 30 seconds before the end of the 3rd round of modified qualifying, you saw it coming over the hill.
Why do you got to remind me of that? If I only talk faster for 20 more seconds, we'd have been done. But yeah, from my perch up there, I'm watching the rain come over the hills here, and it just, oh man, I'm thinking 2 minutes to go, 1 minute to go, we're gonna make it, and then 2 laps to go, the skies open up, and unfortunately, it wasn't fair to the guys, so we had to scrap it. But that kind of put us in a position to make a decision on yesterday.
Yeah, on Saturday. Then.
Yeah, on Saturday. Again, weather forecast, rain was forecast the entire day. We had one brief window in the forecast, and the forecast has been spot on all week. We talked to the club people. They know the conditions here. They got the best app on their phone, and we had one window of about an hour. So we talked to the team. We're like, okay, we're going to try to get round 3 of qualifying in and to try to get that in. And then weather changed, and it was beautiful. Unfortunately, when it was pouring down rain at noon or whatever it was, we told everybody, guys, we don't plan on getting any finals in today. No more qualifying, except maybe that we needed about 40 minutes to get modified in. So we told everybody, guys, we don't think it's going to be able to. A lot of people went home. In hindsight's always 20/20, as we say. You can look back and say we should have done stuff different. I shouldn't have made the announcement and said, send everybody home, because if things were different, maybe we could have got some runs in. But in the end, we had to make lemon out of lemonade, or whatever, lemonade out of lemons. And we were able to get the 3rd round in. And then we figured, since the track was dry and we didn't have any rain, we'll run the modifieds through. So that worked out to be the best decision. Unfortunately, I was hoping we were going to get some racing in today. The weather forecast overnight improved. But as we got here this morning, it was rain upon rain and still raining.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to explain the situation, especially from Saturday, because it might look from the outside as if we tried to just only get modified done, and we moved the other classes into the bad Sunday, but this was not what we have done on purpose. It just happened by a kind of accident, where as the weather improved so much on Saturday after modified qualifying, we are really happy that all the modified drivers have been here to at least get their race done.
Yeah.
And then, we just hoped to get some racing today.
It is. It's kind of how it planned out, and the road that laid before us with the weather forecast changing and it staying dry. We were able to get all the racing in for everybody. Not only A guys, but we had modified. I think you told me it was our biggest modified entry
since a long time.
Yeah, so that was great. We had up to a G main. And we had some great racing bump up. Robin bumped up twice in the lower mod main, so that's cool. So unfortunately it's the way it's going, but I feel bad for the people that weren't here that, you know, commented, hey, you only care about the modified. If you guys know me and Uwe, you know, we care about the G-Main at 21.5 as much as we do the pros. And we just try to make the best decision. Of course, we're not only right. You know, nobody's perfect. We try our best. But when you have weather, it was the only day the weather forecast changed. And it was good and bad because we got modified in, but unfortunately today, not to be.
The last thing we should talk about quickly was something I also mentioned in yesterday's report from the modified class, because it might have been possible that we only could have done one modified A-main. Right. So we needed to figure out before the race how to count the results.
Yes, it is. And it was, I was very surprised when it came to be that we had to make a decision on going with just one round. Apparently it's an EFRA rule that if you only get one final in, you don't count it. You go back to qualifying, which I don't understand. I understand that guys say, okay, well, yeah, we qualified for 3 or 4 rounds and then it's a one final. And if somebody wrecks me, you know, then all my work is for naught. But I mean, I do the hobby to race, you know, and if bad luck, we all get bad luck. Sometimes Marshall steps on your car, somebody crashes you out, stuff like that. And I thought, you know, most guys want to come to race. And then, you know, you think about full scale racing, you get one and Schumacher gets taken out in the first corner. It happens, but you know, it's yeah. So we have to come up with a rule set to try to what the family wants and what everybody enjoys. And like today, we had a chance to maybe get one round in, and a lot of the guys were like, "Nah, I don't want to race." And I was surprised because, you know, like I said, I want to race. But
yeah, I mean, if we would have done one round today, that would mean it's not counting then. Yeah. We anyway go back to qualifying order then afterwards, which is a little bit unfair also, in my opinion, to all the members of the club who are trying to get the track dry and putting in so much work to race around the finals, which we then don't count. So it's something we need to look a little bit deeper.
I think so. But I think the majority of the hobby racers, the guys like me that are back in the C, D, E, F main, we just want to race. I mean, if we got a chance to run one race, let's do it and let the cards, you know, fall where they may. And if I have some good luck or bad luck, it's racing. I just want to race, especially on a beautiful track like this. This is amazing.
Yeah, we will work on that. We will keep you updated about the rules and also about the next ETS race, which we will have in Luxembourg.
Let's talk about that because we're going to Luxembourg next. And if you guys followed along, that is like the epic RC track with the whole corkscrew Laguna Seca thing. It's, man, I don't know. It's not even called Laguna Seca anymore over there, isn't it? It's got a new name or something?
I don't know. The last name I can remember is the Laguna Seca section in Luxembourg, yeah. So
I remember the first time I went to that track and I stood down at the bottom and I watched the cars just come down. It's epic. If you haven't seen it, YouTube it, pull it up. It's just a classic track, and we're really excited to go back there for round 3 of the ETS.
Yes, we will be there at the beginning of September. The event is already fully booked. We have a long waiting list as well, so it was sold out in 20 minutes. So let's hope for better weather conditions in Luxembourg, because we don't want to face this situation again.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hope. We'll do our non-rain dance and plant a tree, get Mother Nature on our side, and we'll be all good for Luxembourg.
Okay, so that's it for the weekend. That's our quick wrap-up here from Austria after the second round of season 18 here in Eigenschlegel.